they can't. My phone cut out on me. Like literally, the video just stopped playing the video. Stopped making the video. It really sucks, but it happens. Okay, so I'm just gonna make this thing into a phone stand now. So hopefully. Okay, that works. So I've been getting bites mainly in the hot dog rod, so the close fish that I'm using. Haven't gotten nearly as many bites in the worms as I would have expected. Now if you think about it, the hot dog would get more bites. Catfish love the hot dogs. Or at least channel cats do. Normally a lot of channel cats right in this area. Well, channel cats and drum. Drum and channel cat will both hit the worm, but they both like hot dog. Or channel cats will hit the hot dogs more. The hot dog is scent trail better than a worm. I wonder how the canned dog food would have done. Yeah, something's messing with my worm rod. It's moving back and forth. The line's moving back and forth. Like very long. It's like going. She's doing that repeatedly. Really weird. But but here I'm used to it. Fish here in the river that I fish at normally have really weird fish. And same with our two lakes. Our city lake and our reservoir. Both of them are really, really weird. They both have really odd fish. We don't have any odd looking fish, but they're all really odd in their behaviors. Like the biggest bass will hit the smallest lure. Like I had this little tiny rooster tail on, which is basically a little spinner bait. You've seen the map spinner. You've probably seen the map spinners. It's basically a tiny version of that. And it hit that, and this bass is probably about 4-pound bass. Just nailed that little tiny thing. Yeah, I get all of my bigger lures were catching these little dinks about 10 inches long. The biggest bass I've seen pulled out of the city lake of the reservoir, like largemouth, was a 6-pound bass my grandpa pulled out not too long ago. I think it was last month. Me and him were fishing the boat together, and in his boat together, and he was using this 3-hooked Rapala, and he was getting lots of good hits on it. He caught a huge drum on it too. Then that bass he didn't know what it was. But when I first saw it jump, I could tell that was a bass. Didn't look anything like a carp. Because the mouth was just way too big. And the jumping form was different, because carp don't do very high jumps, so this thing did like acrobatic leaps. It was freaky. Nope, I thought I had a bite on this thing for a minute. Today that wouldn't really surprise me either. It didn't have a bite. Lost the worm though. Probably had nibbled, but they didn't stick with it long enough to actually call them bites. Let's count the one where it moved back. My line made my line look like it was moving back and forth. And well, there goes a worm. Just dropped it between the rocks, and I'm not going to be trying to figure out how to get it out, considering most of these rocks aren't rocks, they're boulders. And that one will just start burrowing the second it hits the gravel underneath. Yeah, both our lakes here, they're both reservoirs, but we Sea Lake, because that's what it's always been called. Yeah, I'm gonna cast this rod out over here. See if there's anything farther out this way. And I'm gonna check my hot dog rod. Actually, no, I'm gonna check my hot dog rod. Right, no, I'm gonna throw this thing out first. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. But not where it went, because the strong current took it that way, which I don't want, because that's how it gets snagged easily. Yeah, I'm basically casting and retrieving this thing right now because I keep throwing it into the wrong spot. I'm trying to throw it just inside the current, because I'm hitting the current. Yeah, that's not too bad of a spot. Just barely got out of the current in time. Now I'm going to check my hot dog rod. If it's missing, and there goes the phone, of course. Oh well, it'll stay. It can stay. Hopefully. There was a bite, big bite on the worm. Didn't stick with it though. Dang it. That was a huge bite, like literally, dong 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 dong. Of course, in Ultra Light, everything looks like a huge bite. Your bluegill bite looks huge. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually really fun catching catfish in Ultra Lights. So I did that once, and man, was it hard. But it was fun. Oh dang it, I had another bite on a worm. Oh, and I'm out of worms. I think. I'll have to check again. Dang, without getting a ton of bites right there. Yeah, I might have to retrieve that worm. I'm gonna check my worm canister before I try hurting myself trying to get that worm out. Oh no, no more worms. Dang it, I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to go in there and try to hunt down that worm, but in fact, I'm actually not going to because I'm not able to get this big rock moved, which is going to be a big pain in the butt. No, but I don't have any hot dog left. Figures. Oh well, I'll start casting out a little bit of hot dog on my ultralight. See if I can't get whatever was hitting my bait earlier out. never had that many strikes on anything so quick. Well, except then. Oh yeah, and when I was fishing at Lyons County State Lake, it was catfish after catfish after catfish. Not very big ones. They were like probably the biggest one was probably about 2 pounds at the most. It was probably closer to 1 pound though. They weren't very big, but they were getting tons of them. So yep, that's better. Now putting more hot dogs on. I really wish I had more worms though. Oh yeah, that's right about where it was. That's a perfect cast then. There's like a little tiny bit of hot dog on a hook. You know, I'm gonna have to start putting on start using my lures soon. See, there was a little hit, little strike. Small one though. Might have been from a little catfish. Yeah, it probably wasn't big enough to take the hot dog, so I'm just gonna leave it. There's like a little bit of it. I think I got one. Oh no, but I'm snagged now. Ooh, there's a little hit on this one. Like a little dit. Not big enough to really call strikes though. Yep, there goes that one. Oh, I missed it. Dang it, I was so close to having having something on. But I barely missed it. Dang it. Oh, I can get another piece out there really quickly. Get a little bit smaller so it's easier so I can get a better chance of getting a hookup. You know, I've never had this much trouble catching one fish in this place. This place is normally stocked with fish, especially with the ones that hit on worms. Yeah, we're getting it. We're already at pretty high time limit. We're at 14:27. I'm gonna pause it for right now. And wait till I get a fish on.